Trigger warning, Benfica were 100% robbed by the referees against Barcelona in the Champions League. And to prove that I'm right, to prove my point, all you have to do is answer this one question. If it were a Barcelona player who was fouled in the box, ref didn't call it, no VAR check, nothing, game goes on. And then it was a Benfica player who went on the counter and scored the game-winning goal in the most dramatic fashion. Would Barcelona fans think they were robbed? Think about it. The exact same situation, just roles reversed. Just think about it. I'll give you a second.
5 minutes later.
The answer is absolutely, and any other Barcelona fan who says otherwise is lying.
Liar.
Okay, so I know that this game happened a few days ago and it's old news in the football world, but when I tell you that this match is still living rent-free in my mind, it is. It's crazy. So I want to dive into my comments section. No pun intended on the word dive, because I'm not the only one who's still thinking about it. Clearly you guys are too. Now, regardless about how you feel about the things that I'm about to say in this video, if you're triggered by it, if you agree with me, if you think I'm out to lunch, subscribe and tell me in the comments, because I've said this before, what makes football the best sport in the world are these moments right here. And we're about to debate it.
What's a debate?
Just let me grab my papers here. And yes, I'm old school. I still write things down on paper. My iPad is out of battery, and this is the way we roll. So some of you guys are saying that this match between the two clubs was absolute cinema. And I have to agree with you guys. It's up there for me as one of the best matches that I've watched. Up there with the 2005 Champions League final, if you know, you know, and the last World Cup final. Again, if you know, you know. The comeback, the dramatic reign, the goals, the moments, Szczesny shitting the bed, Raphinha scoring a header from 25 yards out. We're about to get into all of it. But this game, epic. Others of you are saying the game was insanity. I also agree with that. And then I love this comment because it says, a moment of silence to whoever missed this game. And you know what? I agree.
I am declaring a moment of silence.
But I now want to show you some other comments that I've been getting. Honestly, not getting. They've been flooding my comment section. And I need to address them because it's not true. Okay, so look at this. You know the game was good when they got a Barcelona hater impressed. And to those comments and to those individuals, I say this. I don't hate Barcelona. I don't hate the players. I don't hate the club. I don't love them, but I don't hate them. And as someone who loves Real Madrid, look at the credit I've been giving Barcelona all season long. They may be broke, but when they're on, they're the best team in the world. And I've been saying this for a long time now. When Barcelona is playing their game, they are the best team in the world. So Barcelona fans, I'm gonna need you to chill. I'm gonna need you to relax. And I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Benfica were 100% robbed. And guess what? There are actual Barcelona fans who think that as well. Check this out. I also laughed at the comment saying that we don't know you because I respect that. I respect never saying a bad thing about your club because you're that diehard. But then you kind of enter the territory of delusion. So if you can't accept the fact that Benfica were robbed, and again, understand that if roles were reversed, you guys would be pissed. I'm sorry to say this, and I say this with the most respect.
You're delusional.
Okay, so before we get to the robbery, there are so many things that happened in this match that I want to touch upon and that you guys talked to me about in the comment section. So let's start things off with the massive elephant in the room for Barcelona, and that is Szczesny.
Wow, elephant in the room.
And yes, it's pronounced Szczesny. I'm Polish. I know the spelling is insane. To say it is insane. There are like 600 Z's in his last name, but that is the correct pronunciation. Now, this whole situation with Szczesny is wild to me because he legitimately came out of retirement to play for Barcelona. That's how much he respects Barcelona. He made a public announcement saying, peace out, football. I'm good. I put in my work, paid my dues, and I'm done, and I'm good with it. But then Barcelona's like, hey, Szczesny, we want you, and we're going to play you, and you're going to be our guy. So he comes out of retirement, doesn't really see the field, and we're all like, what the hell's going on? But then he gets his moment against Benfica in the Champions League.
It's go time.
Again, I'm Polish. I like Szczesny. I will always support him. It's in my blood. But I'm going to be objective here because he let in 3 goals in the span of 30 minutes in his first real big game for Barcelona to prove he's still one of the big boys. 3 goals in 30 minutes. And to make matters worse, they were all scored by the same damn guy.
No way!
Now, this comment killed me because this Barcelona fan said that if Barca fans knew how to spell Szczesny's last name, that he would be trending. That is the truth. I'm sure as many Barcelona fans were heated in that moment. They were trying to figure out, where do I put the Z? And why are there 4 Z's beside each other? They were like, it. I'm not even going to try.
He's lucky.
Now, if you told me the 3 goals in 30 minutes was all that happened with Szczesny in this Benfica-Barcelona match, I'd be like, that sucks. You know, he's a goalkeeper. It happens. It was an off day. But there was more. Did you know that the 2 individuals that you are currently seeing on your screen right now are teammates? Yep, that is Szczesny, and that is his teammate, Alejandro Balde. And I'm pretty sure in this moment, Szczesny hit Balde with the stone cold stunner.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Not only was Szczesny mentally still in retirement, I think throughout the majority of this match, I also think he thought he was headlining WrestleMania.
Didn't we see these guys on WrestleMania?
Like at that point, I wouldn't be surprised if he went up to his buddy Lewandowski and curb stomped him. Or if all of the lights went off in the stadium and you hear the Undertaker bell coming in to replace Szczesny. That's how I felt at that moment in time when him and Balde had that miscommunication. And some of you have said, oh, well, he said after the game that he tried to yell to Balde that he was going to clear the ball, but Balde didn't hear him. My friends, let's be honest here. Find a way. Find a way to do anything but what you did. Maybe communicate a little louder, more effectively, more efficiently. Because that wasn't the answer. Because you want to know why? That's where Benfica scored their second goal of the game, which ultimately led to their third goal of the game. So moments like that can't happen. So a miscommunication, that's house league, that's rec league. You know, like, you got to figure it out. And I could understand, like, oh, we collided. Like I said, bro was headlining WrestleMania. Now, you guys can tell me I'm being hard on him, but I know I wasn't the only one thinking this because I got a lot of comments. He deserves a red card. Can you imagine if Szczesny got a red card for tackling his own damn player? I mean, that would be crazy. Bro should have gotten a straight red for tackling his own player like that. Just imagine. This one kind of stings, but I feel like we will never stop referencing Karius, a legend for all the wrong reasons.
You never forget!
But with all that being said, I hope that Szczesny can bounce back. Like I said, I think he's a great goalkeeper. I think he still has a lot of great games left in him. Never forget when he denied Lionel Messi of a penalty at the World Cup. What a legend. But you have to be honest with yourself. Yeah, Szczesny might have gone balls to the wall against Balde. He might have let 3 goals in 30 minutes. But in the dying moments of the match, he came up big for Barcelona. And you could say, yeah, he kind of like put Barcelona under at the beginning of the game. But he's also a big reason why Barcelona did end up winning the game. So that's my thoughts on Szczesny. But Barcelona do have to address the elephant in the room. And Hansi Flick has to decide who his #1 goalie is because you can't mess with that type of mental juju with a goalkeeper. Pick your #1 goalkeeper. Szczesny came out of retirement. He respects the club, and I think he deserves that same respect in return.
Period.
Okay, so what do you guys think about that Lamine Yamal dive? Talk to me right now in the comments. Pause this video, drop a comment and tell me, was Lamine Yamal fouled or was that a cold-blooded dive? In my opinion, it was Oscar-worthy. Look at the guy's face. And you know what? I respect it. I respect the commitment to the hustle. I respect the commitment to the craft. I respect the commitment to fall so hard that you get that penalty. Because you know what? If Lamine Yamal was on my team and he dove when we needed a penalty and ultimately a goal to come back,
Holy cow, I'd be so happy.
Lamine Yamal can do no wrong right now in my books. He's the best young player in the world. He's in the conversation as one of the best footballers in the world at the age of 17. And he's an actor. You could put him in a Hollywood movie tomorrow and the guy would be nominated for an Oscar.
And the Oscar goes to...
This picture right now is making a lot more sense as time goes on. So a lot of you guys are calling this a generational dive. Wow, a generational dive. I don't know how I feel about that one, but that's a statement. Or how about the greatest dive in Champions League history? Agree or disagree? Let me know. How about that Lamine Yamal is now starting to get a reputation that he dives in the box every time Barcelona are trailing and need a goal? Disagree or agree? Let me know. And of course, we get the comments that Barcelona are paying the refs. Now, typically I would agree with this, but Barcelona are broke as can be. So I don't know where they'd get that money from right now.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
But for me, the acting is always in the face. It's all in the emotion. It's all in the eyes. It's all in the expression. And Lamine Yamal is giving everything. I respect it because it led to Lewandowski's second penalty of the game, who, by the way, Lewandowski, the most underrated number 9 of our generation, the most disrespected number 9 of our generation, has 27 goals and 3 assists for Barcelona, and he's 36 years old. Quick math, that's 30 goals and assists. 36 years old. And this is specifically for everyone who tried to write him off last season saying he's old and Barcelona no longer need him. This guy is showing up for you day in, day out, and was robbed. You want to talk about a robbery? Robbed of a Ballon d'Or. Imagine winning all of this in 1 year and the Ballon d'Or ceremony saying, you don't deserve this award, should have done more. Excuse me?
Everyone say robbery.
So a big side eye to anyone who thought Lewandowski was finished. And you know what? Just because we're here, side eye to the Ballon d'Or ceremony for not giving Leva his Ballon d'Or. But since we are on the topic of the Ballon d'Or, guess who's in the running for one?
Who?
You guys are already putting in your votes for Raphinha, and I don't freaking blame you. Can you explain to me how Raphinha was 25 yards away from Benfica's goalkeeper? The goalkeeper has a shitty clearance, and basically Raphinha gets smacked in the head with a ball, okay? I genuinely don't think he saw the ball coming, okay? Gets smacked in the head with it. The ball hits the most perfect part of his forehead with such velocity that ball traveled backwards 25 yards and found its way in the back of the damn net. Raphinha, ladies and gentlemen, he's so freaking good that he doesn't even have to try to score goals.
Superman! Superman!
Even Raphinha couldn't believe that he scored that goal. This was his reaction. This was his face. He didn't even celebrate. I think he's probably still at home right now being like, did I score that?
This isn't a movie. This is real life.
Raphinha has been so good this season for Barcelona that some of you are already saying he's a Barcelona legend. Just listen to this. He has 25 goals and 11 assists in 24 games for Barcelona.
Oh my goodness.
He's on his way to becoming a Barcelona legend because not only is he finding the back of the net, but he's doing it in the most critical moments for Barcelona. This match against Benfica, not only did he score that header from 25 yards out by accident, but he scored the game-winning goal. Like I said at the beginning of the video, dramatic fashion. The rain was even coming down. You couldn't ask Steven Spielberg to kind of orchestrate that entire match the way it went down. And that is what Raphinha has in his blood. He is a special, special player, and he deserves to be having this moment.
Preach, girl!
All right, my friends, the time has come.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
I want you to look me dead straight in the eyes right now, okay? We're making eye contact here. And tell me that you don't think this is a robbery. Don't lie to me. That's a foul every damn day of the week. Ay Dios mío, a foul And in this moment, in this situation, a penalty. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say this very clearly, and I hope that you understand exactly what I'm saying. You cannot call that Lamine Yamal dive as a penalty and let this one go.
Say it again.
You cannot call the Lamine Yamal dive as a penalty and let this one go, especially when you are in the last moments of the game. How are you gonna tell me this isn't a foul? He's getting clobbered by multiple Barcelona players. Again, imagine if this was Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Lewandowski. The Barcelona fan base would be going feral.
So unfair. So unfair.
But I'll tell you what happened here. The referee said, okay, we're in the final moments of the match. Game is tied 4-4 and nothing's gonna happen, okay? I'm not gonna call this as a penalty, even though it was, because that could be a controversial moment and I don't wanna cause controversy, so I'm gonna let it go and we're gonna end the game at a draw. People will get over it. That was before Raphinha decided to turn into prime R9 this year.
Didn't see that coming.
14 seconds, my friends. 14 seconds is what it took between the moment the Benfica player was fouled in the box to the moment that Raphinha scored the game-winning goal of the match. That error by the ref was so bad, so horrible, that it only took 14 seconds for the outcome of this game to go in a completely different direction, because the truth is that Benfica should have been awarded that penalty, and there's a 99% chance that they score that penalty and go on to win the game. But our reality is that Benfica weren't awarded a penalty, Barcelona went on the counter, Raphinha scored the goal, and Barcelona won the game, and now advance out of the group stages of the Champions League. As for Benfica, they're still fighting for their lives in the Champions League next week.
Are you not entertained?
Now, with all that being said, I want to tell you this, and Barcelona fans, you're going to appreciate this. I think Barcelona deserved to win. Benfica, they crumbled. The way Barcelona came back, the way they fought, there was controversy, but they found a way to grind it out. And the way it finished, again, you guys have called it cinematic. I agree. The rain, the goals, the timeline. At some point, Barcelona were down 3-1, then 4-2, and then they won 5-4. We as football fans are lucky that we witnessed such a game. So Barcelona deserved the win. I think Barcelona, like I've said multiple times, are the best team in the world, and they could go on to win the entire Champions League. And guess what? If they do, Hansi Flick and the boys deserve to win it. Again, someone who loves Real Madrid, being honest with you guys. But if I'm a Benfica fan, I am livid, and they have every right to be.